Hi everyone, welcome back to the Wolff College of Coffee for another Wolff vlog. My name's Anthony and today I'm going to be wanting to show you and demonstrate how you can actually easily brew delicious tasting cold brew coffee using one of these. The Hario Mizudashi 1 litre cold brew pot. It's a perfect device here, especially for our warm summer climate here in Australia. Okay. A very portable, lightweight, streamlined device that's very, very easy to use and very easy to clean as well. It is a full immersion style brewer, so where the coffee and water are in direct contact with each other 100% of the time. Basically, the coffee and water are steeping together to brew the delicious tasting cup of coffee. There are several different ways you can actually brew cold brew coffee using this. However, we're going to be today using a recipe around 70 grams of coffee to 1 litre of water. Capacity of this 1 litre brewer can hold up to 1.15 to 1.2 litres of water, so we'll adjust our dose accordingly of ground coffee to about 80 grams. So let's get started. Firstly, just take the filter cap and the strainer cap off, and what you'll find in the middle is this mesh filtered basket, and this is where the ground coffee is going to be placing into. Insert that into your cold brew chamber like so, and then add in your ground coffee. Today we're using something that ground coffee, and we're going to be showcasing our new single origin, the Colombia Manos Juntas filter. It's a double fermentation natural processed coffee, and it's very, very tasty with notes of stewed berries and berry compote, soft floral notes, and a dark honeyed / milk chocolatey like sort of finish and texture on the end. Cool. So, very, very simple, very easy to use. We're just going to add our ground coffee straight into the brew chamber like so. Carefully in so not to spill it. Perfect. Great. Give it a clean. With that being said and done, we are then going to slowly pour in our desired amount of water over the top, and you'll see straight away as I'm pouring the water in slowly into the brewing chamber here through the coffee, the extraction automatically starts to happen. You can alternatively fill the brew chamber up with water first, about halfway first, and then pour the remaining water over the residual coffee grinds. However, I do find that that's not quite the best way to do it, as the coffee mesh filter and the ground coffee starts to float, and we're left with dry clumps of coffee within the brew chamber itself. So carefully just pour in the water, and automatically, immediately, you can already see the extraction starting to happen and the coloration of the coffee starting to form. Now, if you do find that the coffee hasn't completely saturated with water, just give it a gentle stir with a chopstick or a paddle stir of something. Anything is fine, or a back end of a spoon, just to make sure that all the coffee grounds are evenly saturated. But it couldn't be any more simpler. Now, if you do find that the coffee is taking the water is taking a long time to actually pass through the bed of ground coffee, we may have ground it a little bit too fine, and if it's rushing through too quickly, it may be a little bit too coarse. For this recipe, because we're going to be brewing in the fridge for about overnight, so approximately 10 to 12 hours in duration, we have ground it slightly on a coarser setting, similar to that of our inverted simple AeroPress recipe, or for your standard French press recipe at home. And once you've added all the desired amount of water, it should reach up to about this area here on the inside of the chamber. Cool. So once that's done, simply place the strainer filter cap on, and then put this into the fridge overnight, set and forget, and the next morning, for a hot summer's day, especially here in Australia, you'll have delicious tasting cold brew coffee ready at your disposal. So another way to brew a recipe, instead of using our 80 to 90 grams worth of coffee in the dose, you can decide to make a more concentrated batch where you can then further dilute out. Perfect way to do this is using our Cold Wolff pre-ground cold brew coffee here. Comes in a bundle with the Hario Mizudashi 1 litre cold brew pot. Comes in a bag pre-ground at 125 grams, and you're still using the same amount of water, about 1 litre in capacity. This will make a much more concentrated cold brew coffee, and then perfectly to dilute and serve your way. Feel free to find up here, follow the link here, and that'll direct you to our online shop, and you can inquire and further purchase that from there. Feel free to serve it any which way you'd like, straight on its own with a dash of ice, add a dash of cold water to dilute it out, or a simple touch of milk for a delicious tasting iced latte. Cool, that's it. Enjoy guys, happy brewing. And for any more sort of questions or information, subscribe to our Wolff College of Coffee vlog. Otherwise, come back over here, visit us, and we'll see you next time. Cheers guys.
Thank you for watching this week's Wolff College of Coffee vlog. If you'd like to watch another video, you can click one of them here. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe so you can always see the next video when it comes out next week. If you'd like to leave a comment or like below, we'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, grab a cup of coffee and come back soon. I can wait.